Okay, so let's start with our lesson for today. Very long worksheet, right? So some of you look at the questions, you also get a headache, isn't it? Yeah. Now, if you are looking at the worksheet for the first time now, you will probably get a big surprise. Sure. I'm not expecting you to finish up everything. So I also noticed that your answers, right, were a lot better in the beginning. Then I think your energy probably slowly dying away, and then probably it died somewhere and you were like stop doing, or you gave very short answers. So I can see this kind of trend, but it's fine, right? So as long as I can see how you write your answers, okay, and after reading a few answers, more or less, I will know how to guide you along. Okay, so not to worry. Don't worry so much, even if let's say you did not finish all the questions or you skip the entire worksheet. This is really the exam period. So being here today is already an achievement. All right. Okay, so let me just start. Yes, today we are doing thematic revision. Meaning we have already completed the entire syllabus. We are starting on revision now. And you know that the intensive will come in 2 weeks later, right? So the intensive will be the PSLE intensive. That is the period, the 8-week program, where we will be going through all the PSLE questions. Then in the tutorial time, we'll be doing mock exam papers. So you have 2 sets of mock exam papers to do. So this week and next week, right, we are going to do quick revision on the themes of science topics. So let's see. Any other messages? Okay, so I'm going to change it to just chatting with hosts. Right, so for some of you, I know you didn't do your work. That's fine, don't worry. So if you look at this question, hold on, I'm supposed to show you something. Okay, so this Friday, meaning today's Wednesday, right? So 2 days later in the evening at 8 p.m., we have a parent webinar, but we in fact want to invite the parents as well as students of 88 Tuition. Only the P5 and P6 will be invited. So why is this a good webinar for you to attend? This is a free webinar. This webinar will be conducted for mainly the P6, but the P5 students also need to know because they are doing their PSLE next year. So for all of you here, you are in P6 now, you are taking your PSLE very soon. Good. So yeah, some of you type in saying that your parents registered. That's very good. So if your parents have not registered, right? Okay, they must have already received the message sent by 88 Tuition. I know they have done it. They have told me a few times already. Okay, and if you check, ask your parents to check their phone, all right, should be sent via WhatsApp. Okay, so this PSLE webinar, the 4 main teachers will be talking in the webinar. Okay, so for English, we'll start off with the sharing for English. That means we will discuss the English PSLE exam trends. Okay, and then some of the topics and tips, to be given to students so that they can be more prepared, okay, to sit for their exam at the end of the year. So English, we have Miss Indra. You all know Miss Indra, right? She is actually the one who recorded all the English lessons. Okay, so she will be going through for English part. Right, so and then for the next subject will be mathematics. Okay, mathematics definitely conducted by Mr. Bern Ong. You all know Mr. Bern Ong as well, right? So for mathematics, similarly, he's going to tell you what is the usual trend for the last couple of years. Okay, by topic, what is the weightage? How many % of question will actually come out from certain topics? Maybe you're talking about finding the area and perimeter, something like that, right? So what is the weightage? Okay, then what is the prediction? So for this year, what's going to be the weightage like? It's very interesting for mathematics, in fact. After mathematics, so going by the PSLE exam, we start off with English exam first, right? Then after that, we have what? Mathematics exam. What is the next subject? Next subject is actually mother tongue. But because 88 Tuition only offers Chinese tutorial, therefore, the Chinese teacher, Miss Yap, will be talking about PSLE Chinese. Okay, so what are the trends, the kind of question, and she'll also give some tips for you to manage, maybe the oral exam, incomplete, as well as maybe writing, the composition, and so on. After that, it will be science, and I will be doing the part on science. So I'll be sharing with you some of the important topics. So for science, maybe you all can hear from me now for a little bit. Some topics are not tested for science for some years. Are you all aware? Are you all aware that some of the topics, right, no questions come out at all for certain years for the exam? Okay, so maybe I can share with you during Friday's webinar. That's interesting, right? Then maybe I can even tell you, oh, what are the few topics that are so important you must not, okay, you must not, you must, or should I say, you must spend more time, okay, getting all the concepts correct. Then you must be exposed to many questions, etc., etc., etc. Because there are some topics, okay, that come out for PSLE, right? I've seen over the years, they make up a very high weightage. Okay, so I'm going to share with you all these, and I will give you some tips as well. And then eventually, okay, we will be also telling the parents in general how to help, okay, you, that means your parent, how your parent can support you in this journey. Okay, is it to buy another 20 exam paper for you to do? Nah, it's not going to be like that, okay? So it's more of helping you in terms of stress management, okay? Bring you out for walks, etc., etc. So it's not about just, hey, please give your child 20 exam paper to do in 2 days. No such thing, okay? You will go mad, no? It is very, very tiring. All right, so we will also be receiving questions from parents. So let your parents know they can ask us many questions on how to support you better on, some of the things they are not very sure of, okay, for any of the subjects. Okay, not just subjects, maybe even how to communicate better with you. Maybe you all don't want to study, every day want to play only like my son, then I'll give advice on how to deal with you. Okay, now, if you want to attend, this is the link for you to sign up. So this is where you register. So Clifton, you can see this now. If you can use your phone now, you can quickly scan. If your mom is beside you, quickly scan. If don't have, I can send this link. Just 1 minute. Let me get the link and then I'll paste it inside the chat. Okay? Okay, I'll paste it inside the chat. Okay, somebody is very unwell. Just went to see doctor. Okay, where is my 1 minute? This is the link. Okay, so can you all check this link in the Zoom chat now? Can see, right? I just sent this URL to you. Copy it, then paste it somewhere, or you can send it to your parents using WhatsApp web. Can you get your parents to register? It's on this Friday, starting at 8 p.m. What time will we end? We are thinking of ending it in the shortest time possible, maybe less than 1.5 hours. Okay? Yeah, because if we are going to take it, we are going to conduct the webinar and then we are going to conduct it for only half an hour. What can you hear? You can't hear much from us also. We'll give you some good details and information about PSLE. Happy birthday, Gordon. Yesterday was Gordon's birthday. Happy birthday, Gordon. Can you all please wish Gordon happy birthday? I'm going to let y'all text him while I get ready some of the stuff for today. Okay, y'all can text to everyone inside the chat. So yes, if you want to sign up now. I want to see you. I really want to see all of you in the webinar. Okay, so you can join together your parents and you turn your video on as well. All right, now. So when I am talking to you, respond to me, for this Friday. Thank you so much. Happy birthday. Yeah, I think he must be very happy. Right now, Gordon, you have to thank everybody as well. Let's look at your answers here. Okay, so question 1, we are talking about the system and cycle, right? So very clearly, this particular one on the on this setup showing you some batteries. There are actually metal plates, then there's nickel wire, switch. What system are we talking about? So this is not something that is too difficult right now for all of you. Okay, so what are we talking about here? We are talking about electrical system. How come my hand is raised? Okay, so back to chatting with host. Okay, everyone focus here. This is about the electrical system. So in electricity, there are so many science concepts that we learn, right or not? So what is the science concept that they are testing you for each part question? Now, I need to give you some information. Now, some of you might be thinking, I have never seen this word nichrome wire, even though they did give some idea here, right? Nichrome wire becomes hot when the switch is on. So when the switch is on, meaning what? Okay, this is a closed circuit, right? And I can turn on the switch, okay? And it will only be a closed circuit if there is electricity passing through the entire circuit. You all agree, right? So how do we know that electricity is passing through the circuit? Now, okay, when the nickel wire becomes hot, okay, that means a lot of heat energy is given out. You agree? Okay, so when the heat energy is given out and the switch is on, that is an indication. Okay, the moment you see this, this is an indication that there's actually electric current flowing through. All right. So information about nichrome wire is generally used as heating element in heating appliances. What kind of heating appliances are you familiar with? Can you give me one of them? Just type into the chat and let me see. Very good. Yes, I can see. Okay, Vincent, type in one. Very good, Ramos. What else? Good. So what are the electrical appliances that need the heating elements? That means that electrical appliance, right, actually uses a lot of heat. If you're talking about the electric one, that's possible. Okay, iron, good. So I have iron, I have kettle, I have oven, I have stove, I have what? I have toaster. Yeah. Computer, I don't think so. The purpose of the computer is not to produce heat, isn't it? The main purpose is not, but of course it generated some form of heat. Yeah. So we don't purposely put heating element in the computer, you know. The computer is going to be so hot. It's going to overheat. Yeah, okay. So we have many of this: induction cooker, microwave. Microwave is not really about heating element, Manisha. Microwave works because of the how shall I put it? Electromagnetic wave. It's not about, can I lower my hand first? Hold on. Okay. Yeah. So it's not about heating effect in that sense, lah. Manisha, is different. Okay, so that one you have to be careful. You will learn more about these waves when you go to secondary school. So I don't want to explain anything in case I confuse you. Air fryer. Air fryer, there's heating element for sure because they will heat up the air, right? So the air becomes so hot, it will help the food to be cooked. Yes, good. So you have many examples. Okay, we can have iron, we can have hair dryer, etc., etc., etc. You all have a lot of good ideas, and I like that. Okay. So air fryer also. Okay, so all these involves using the heating element. Okay, so in this part here, okay, you need to take note. How does actually the nichrome wire become hot? There is this term called resistance. You don't need to know what is resistance yet because that is in secondary 2. Okay, only when you are in Sec 2, when you're 14 years old, will you learn that. Now, but you need to know something. Nichrome wire, generally, right, when there is electrical energy that passes through it, it will be converted to heat energy. Can y'all remember that? Okay, so how how does this happen? You see, electric current is here, right? So I can even rewrite in this